And welcome back to another thought-provoking edition of Video View. This is part 2, and we're looking for physical violence between Julia Fordham and Blackie Lawless. And who better than to provide us with physical violence than the Proclaimers, who are back. Yes, Craig and Charlie Reid are back with another sizzler from the Sunshine on Leith album, which has already gone platinum. It's called I'm on my, watch out, my way. Yeah, platinum out. That album's platinum in the UK. The Proclaimers there, Sunshine over Leith. Julia,
well, well, obviously, I think they're splendid. Blackie hates them. He's shaking his head. He's nearly in tears. I really like the spirit of the Proclaimers. I think that they do really good videos. They're very consistent. They get my vote. Blackie's about to hang himself, or me.
There is no justice in this world. None whatsoever.
Well, why?
The Revenge of the Nerds pick up guitars and make millions.
If these guys are nerds, what was that tosser who has the Elvis problem? I mean, you know, which you sat
through. I didn't say he wasn't either. I just thought it was entertaining.
The entire video. I mean, I think they're entertaining, and I like them.
You know. Would you like to go out with one of them, or what?
I think Blackie has a problem, right? He doesn't like homosexuals. He doesn't like guys who wear glasses. I mean,
no, I didn't say glasses.
You said nerd,
or glosses.
Nerdy.
However you want to pronounce it.
You were giving it nerdy, weren't you?
Well,
implying
I mean,
that they were a bit nerdy. And
I'll tell you what, Blackie, look, don't worry, we've got a Samantha Fox video coming up shortly, all right?
Lord.
Okay. But anyway, before all that happens, there's a 4-piece from Harleysville, USA. They're called the Dead Milkmen. They share the same label as Mr. Mojo Nixon. The track's called Punk Rock Girl.
A security guard to a record shop. We asked
Thank you.
Anything for you, Blackie.
Why don't you sit on his lap, Julia?
I'm tempted.
You would never survive it. This is great. This is great. These guys remind me of a story of a friend of mine who said he was going to play drums for 2 weeks and he'd be ready for punk rock. I mean, I love the guitar solo, and it reminds me of the old Dr. Hook song, Rolling Stone. It was great.
I like that. I thought they were quite funny. Could you stay awake, Paul?
No, just when you started to make Dr. Hook, I thought, God, who's that? You know, blimey.
Back in the olden days, though.
Back in the olden days.
Should see a doctor about
the
that.
Dead, yeah, it's terrible, but super glue, can't move. So the Dead Milkmen, bit of a rocking success, don't you think?
I thought so.
Yeah. It looks like Tijuana had finally got enough money to make a video. You know, that guy there with the guitar in the middle. Well, you guys wouldn't understand that. You don't know what Mexico is.
We don't understand anything you're saying, Blackie, quite frankly.
No, it's good to have you here. And now, just before Christmas, some of you might have been lucky to see the Smiths, minus Johnny Marr, reform for a one-off date in Wolverhampton, which proved a great success. Now it's back to Morrissey. He's got a new single on general release, Last of the International Playboys. No, what I meant was, sure, go and hit your button, but I didn't mean...
Goddamn liar.
Anyway, OK, fine. So what about that overtly homosexual? There's a boy wearing underpants in
I know, I was a bit worried. I mean, you lasted as long as you did.
I don't think it should be allowed. Cool,
well, I told her I didn't wear any underpants at all, so that makes it right.
I told him that we had actually noticed.
He was no Blackie.
Can you tell... so, in other words, you can tell that I am Jewish, right?
Yeah.
He wears ankle-length underwear, this
right.
boy.
It's a can of hairspray, that's what it is. So you can whip it out.
Right. That's right. I never leave home without it.
Well, back to our dear friend Morrissey, then.
Yes, that would be quite nice, I think.
Well...
Whilst Julia pauses for thought, Blackie, maybe you...
Her neck's going to, like, freeze in that position.
Yeah,
reminds me of somebody I saw last night.
I'm sure you know a good massage technique you could help her out with. So what about that, then? Morrissey, you know Morrissey, the Smiths, one of the biggest rock and roll bands of our time?
No, I didn't.
Didn't think you would? Julia?
I'm not a huge Morrissey fan, although I think he's very clever. I do think he's very good at writing those songs. And let's face it, that tune works for him every time. I mean, he's interesting.
Do you think he's still there, though? I mean, Morrissey, you know, the Smiths reforming, what about it? Is it sort of, you know, dragging out the old dinosaurs?
No, I think he's still got it. In fact, I probably prefer this one to some of the others.
Maybe you've still had it for quite a while. Blackie, you just have to talk about
sort of... He has got something, Morrissey.
If he's an international playboy, I'm Mahatma Gandhi. I'll tell you. You know, I mean, like, no, I don't buy it. I can't even believe we're sitting here talking about this. I'd rather get on to that.
Yeah, but he was being clever. Morrissey was being clever. He was saying, you know, I'm not really an international playboy.
I think we'll be able... Yes, it's a bit of satire.
Do you have irony in America?
They don't have irony or satire.
No, it's something you do your trousers with, right?
Well, no, yes, obviously not in your case. No creases on Blackie. Now, obviously, I think we can predict the response we'll get from Blackie Lawless to this one, because it's Samantha Fox. with her follow-up to the Love House single, also taken from the I Wanna Have Some Fun album, which is reaching gold in the United States as a cover of a 60s hit, I Only Want to Be With You.
Oh, no. Well, OK, I was being controversial there, and I biffed it off because I knew that Blackie would love to see it to the end, because he'd been getting very excited knowing that Sam was about to bear her cellulite to the world.
My tongue's getting hard.
I've seen this video before, which is one of the reasons why I stopped it, and...
Sure you did.
I have. I saw it the other day on Top of the Pops or something, and I felt that... I did. I thought... Look,
Yeah, I did that show. Don't do that, you know.
And I feel that... I know that my 1988 New Year's resolution was, I know for last year, that I was going to give women like this support. And I've changed my mind in 1989, quite frankly. I just think it keeps, you know, that whole image of
Well, doesn't it keep
the
people like Blackie
suspenders
alive,
in the
really, doesn't it?
beds.
Right.
It's
what I live for.
It's what you live
It's actually a good song, though. It really is.
It's a great song. It's a great song.
So why don't you just listen to it and not watch it?
Because I don't think it's done particularly well. I mean, I think that...
It's a matter of taste.
I've preferred many of the other versions. This is not a hot favourite for me.
But Samantha's quite credible in the States, isn't she? She's a big dance floor success. I mean, what's her image?
She's a real big dance floor singer.
Yeah,
right?
oh, what a cracker!
Come on.
But, you know, what is her image out there? Seriously, is it all
It's the
sex?
same as it is here.
Which is?
About
I don't know. She
36
came
years,
from
you
here. You
imagine?
tell me.
No. I mean,
No, she's not known for
she's
what
not
she
that
is
credible
over
here, really.
Well, it's because from where she came from, but the people in the States don't know that. I mean, they don't know what Page 3 is over there.
Yeah.
So the only thing they know is music, as far as what she's
get into that? Do you go down the clubs and get rock into that kind of groove?
No, but I mean, hey, I do music for a living, you know, and it is a good song.
It is a good song,
That's
yeah.
good. Well, good old Samantha. Now, I think there's barely time to get a snatch of Nitsa Ebb, Chelmsford's finest sons, who are just about to head off into Europe. They leave us with the first release of their brand new album. It's called Belief. The track is called Hearts and Minds.
Could it be
Oh, well, don't consult us first, then.
Now, as I said, we only had time for a snatch because we've got less than a minute till the end of the show, so I thought I'd do that. But you did see a bit of it, didn't you?
Well, I was so excited about Blackie coming over and sitting here next to me, in fact.
You know, one of the tickets right there.
That I barely knew where to start.
Brilliant. Well, can we maybe talk about something? I mean, Nitsa Ebb, a brilliant group, they'll go far, but we didn't really get much
Actually,
on that.
that's really ticklish.
So,
Really, come on.
let's just finish with a few comments from Blackie and Julia. Choose a topic, whatever you want to talk about, really. Julia.
Sit down a little further, that's all.
We're being reunited.
So, Julia's off to do her album. Blackie, you'll be back to tour. Will you
I'm
be
back to tickle her, that's what I'm back to do. I'll be back here in April.
Yeah, we'll be throwing your meat around on stage again.
No, never mind. I'm not going to touch that for nothing.
You're getting more
I'm not gonna touch that
You're getting a
for
bit more
nothing.
serious about your music now, aren't you? No, Julia's certainly not going to touch that. But you are getting a little bit more serious about the music, aren't you? No.
This is a very social conscious record that we've done.
Yes, it is.
Believe it or else.
Yeah, I don't believe it. Julia Fordham, thanks so much for coming in.
Splendid. This
And
is
Blackie, I hope you soon find a cure for that bad case of homophobia. Right?
Yeah, me
All right.
too.
It's been a great pressure.
Me
Thank you
too.
very
As
much.
I say, there we go, another thought-provoking video of you. Join us next week. Coming up in the show, Annabelle talks to Dusty Springfield. I'll be talking to the Throwing
Queen.
Muses.